I, the past few days we talk about um, parent and children, people and so on. Talking about children, I don't know how you all are like, but when kids go to school, you all notice some kids like to go to school. Yeah, they naturally like to go to school. If you tell them you are so naughty, don't let you go to school, then they cry. But some kids, when you tell them to go to school, they cry. They don't like to go to school. Yeah. So there are different reasons why kids like to go to school, why kids don't like to go to school. Kids initially don't like to go to school because it's is something unknown and they have to be separated from their mother. Yeah. I say mother not because I'm sexist, but because that's what we commonly observe. Yeah. And notice that when this is said, feminists don't complain. Feminists don't complain, oh, how can you be so sexist? But then when it's the other way around, then feminists will be up in arms. Maybe not all. But anyway, it's not about feminists today. Not everything is about. So then eventually the kids get used to it. But still, there are some kids. When I say kids, it can be secondary school kids also. They also don't want to go to school. Yeah, maybe they don't want to go to school because they get bullied by their classmates. Yeah, or maybe they feel that they get picked by the teachers. Yeah, like maybe they are not good at their subjects. Then whenever the teacher asks them to do the homework on the board, they don't know how to do. Yeah, so they feel like they are put in a spot. But actually, all the students get caught. Then there are also those who like to go to school. Yeah, maybe because they are just adventurous. Yeah, um, and or maybe because they are good at the subjects. Yeah, they are quite good in school, and they happen to meet nice friends. Yeah, so if you were to generalize, we can say that there are those who like to study, yeah, because of the subjects, and there are those who like to study because of the teachers. Yeah, uh, both are based on how we feel. Yeah, both are based on how we feel. So nothing that wrong in a way, but it limits the capability of the student. Yeah, and this is what I call the immature way of learning. Immature way of learning is we learn according to our liking. We like the subject. Maybe it's because we are good at it. Maybe because we have friends in that subject. Yeah. Uh, or we learn because we like the teacher. Yeah. Uh, for various reasons. Okay. So, but all this is just based on liking. I often tell kids in the Dharma school, if you eat only things that you like, you'll be in trouble. Yeah. If you get to eat only what you like, you'll be in big trouble. If you only do what you like, anybody can do that. But successful people don't just do what you like. They do what they need to do, not what they like to do. Similarly, students who do well, I mean, of course, there are students who do well because they happen to be good in what they like, and what they like happen to be what is needed. Yeah. But in many cases, most people, yeah, we tend to have bias, right? That day we talk about bias. So out of 9 subjects in secondary school, or nine subjects, yeah, in secondary school, we tend to like some subjects, don't like some subjects. We tend to like some teachers, don't like some teachers. Yeah, and not to say that it 100% then cause us to pass or fail or get A or get D7, but it affects our mode of learning, our interest in learning. It affects our effort in learning. In the end, what is the result? The result is our grades are affected. Yeah, the teacher don't get affected. I mean, yes lah. Maybe if everybody don't like the teacher, then the annual review maybe not so good. Yeah, but there's another kind of student. Yeah, they learn from whoever is able to teach them, not based on whether they like the teacher. They learn whatever subject they need to learn, not because they like or don't like the subject. This kind of student, oh, they can learn very fast. They can progress very fast. And they will learn all the necessary skills and pick up all the whatever tools that they need to be able to be successful. And when I say successful, student learning is just an analogy. Yeah. It's also about life itself. Yeah. If we in life, if we were to only do what we like and do only what we are good at, yeah, and we only work with those that we like, I mean, can lah. Most people get by with that anyway. Yeah. The truth is, most people get by with that. So the question is, do you want to just get by with life? Yeah. If you want to do that, also can. Yeah. Samsara is full of people who get by. Yeah. Have you ever read any sutra that says, this is there was a task have I heard. Once the Buddha was at Savatthi, and then something happened, and then the Buddha said, a long time ago, there was this Brahmin, and he, whatever he do, he just do what he like, and he managed to get by. Yeah, and he get by and get by, and after many kappa, today he is one of the chief disciple. Yeah, he's the chief disciple of getting by. Have you heard of any arahant who just get by kappa after kappa and then finally he attained enlightenment? No. Yeah, but maybe we are not so interested in spiritual attainment. Yeah, because I mean, for you are interested, but maybe on YouTube, on Facebook, those who listen to the talk, maybe they are not interested. Maybe they just want to be successful in life in terms of their career. Have you heard of any successful individual in any industry who just happen to get by? Or for that matter, who only do what they like to do, who only work with whoever they like to work with. What do you call such a person in the industry? Difficult to work with. It's a very difficult person. Like that cannot, like that do one. Team with this one, oh, I don't like him. You know, I don't like her. Yeah, jialat. For that matter, maybe we're not interested in being successful in life in terms of career. Maybe we are interested in having meaningful friendship with others. Yeah, meaningful friendship with others. Then, this become interesting. Yeah, this part becomes interesting. Yeah. But 师傅, friends we choose the ones we like, ma. Yeah, that's true, isn't it? Yeah. And friends, we choose those friends who like to do what we like to do also. Ma. You see, that's the problem with friends. it's a it's an echo chamber, you know. Yeah. Very insular. Yeah. So sometimes when we pick friends, the good friends, the true friends, are not always the ones we sort of like. Not always the ones who make us feel good. Because we tend to like people who make us feel good. Ma. Yeah. Whatever we do, they say, wow, you're so smart. Huh? Always praising us, always encouraging us. Whatever we do, they encourage us. If we do that, also can. But then we'll just surround ourselves with cronies. We will surround ourselves with friends who only say yes to us, friends who only um, know how to make us feel good. Even no matter what we are doing, no matter how warped our thinking is, they still make us feel good. We're in trouble. Yeah. But if we go further to talk about relationships, like uh, you know, marriages and so on, then it becomes very tricky also. Who would choose someone that they don't like to marry? Of course, we choose people we like to marry, right? Maybe that's the problem with marriages. We only choose the one that we like based on our liking. But um, fortunately, sometimes our partners will make us feel uncomfortable also. Sometimes our partners will be honest with us also. The trouble is when they are honest with us, when they are um, when they make us feel uncomfortable, we are not happy. We want them to come back to the happy place and just say nice things to us. Yeah. So what kind of student do we want to be? Yeah. Do we want to be the student who only learn what we want to learn, do what we want to do, and only learn from those who like us or those we like, then we learn? If we want to do that, also can. Yeah. Nothing that heinous about that. Yeah. But we'll just get by. We just get by. any any questions, any thoughts? Not easy, yeah. Wei Qing says, yes. Hello, Wei Qing. Apparently, morning Shifu, apparently nowadays, youngsters only do what they want or like as what you have shared because they are YOLO. Yeah, for those uninitiated, YOLO is you only live once. This is their mindset. How can we change their mindset in terms of using Buddhism teaching? How can we change them? First of all, don't even talk about using Buddhism teaching. We can't change anybody. If we can change them, I will change you first. Yeah, I will change all of you to become enlightened. First, this is captive audience. This is the first group I will change. Who cares about the children, the youngsters? They didn't come and attend this class. But can I change you? Cannot. So if we cannot change just this group. How to change that? Difficult. Uh, I don't know whether it's age, yeah, or I'm becoming jaded. Sometimes when I was in my 20s, I feel like, yes, I can do anything and everything. Huh? Those in their 20s, do you feel that way? Do you feel like you can make a change, make a difference in the whole world? Then when you reach their 30s, you feel like You like to do that, but you have to wait for the right conditions. Yeah, if only the right conditions come. By the time you reach 40s, you realize, no conditions to do it. Yeah, very difficult. Very difficult. Yeah, because I haven't thought about. I'm a person who think a lot actually. Yeah, and I think about how. But I realized that our effort to help anyone who, even those who want to be helped, it's like a pebble in the beach, while the forces at large is like the wave that just came on. And then the pebble just try to hold that, hold that. Yeah, you want to just hold your ground, and then the tide pull you away to the sea, push you up the shore. Yeah, very tough. Yeah. But I don't say that we should stop. Yeah, we don't say we should stop. But to change them is still not something that is, I would say, not because it's difficult to do, but maybe it's really not what we should be doing. Yeah, we should change ourselves first. If we change ourselves, then it may be more convincing to them that this is the right direction. Yeah. Because the fact is, not just youngsters, even we ourselves, we like to do what we want or what we like. Correct. No? It's a matter of degree. Yeah. It's a matter of degree. For young people, I often share with them, you all have the privilege of doing what you want, doing what you like, but this privilege wasn't earned by you. This privilege was given to you by generations of people before you. They put in the hard work, they made their choice. It's not that people in the past don't have choices, I told them. They have a choice also. They have a choice to just do whatever they like. Think about it, those in their 70s, 60s, 70s, or even 80s, yeah, there are some of them from their life now, you can know that in the past, they just do what they like. I'm not here to judge those, whoever do what they like. But my point is, majority of people, generations back, they decided that what they like is not so important. What they want is not so important. As in what they want for themselves is not so important. Yeah. But what they can do for the younger generation is more important. Yeah. So they make their choice. And in a way, they decided what they want, what they like, is to do the right thing so that their children and later generations can have a better life. So we are all always choosing what we want, what we like. Even meditation, unless you want enlightenment, unless you want meditation, nobody can force you to come and sit every morning. Maybe once or twice you get conned then. After that, not my cup of tea. So we are all doing what we want, what we like. Question is it what we need to do? Yeah. So I tell young people, make good use of this privilege. It's a privilege, it's not an entitlement, as they always say in the army. Yeah. It's a privilege to have the choice to make, to decide, this job is not suitable for me. Sure, it's okay. It's okay to feel that way. Yeah. But make good use of that choice, of that ability to say, yeah, I think I don't want to work here. And not misuse it. I don't say abuse, I say misuse it. Misuse it meaning that you just happy, move here, move there, move here, move there, but never amount to anything. I mean, anyone can do that, right? Even those of us in our 40s, 50s, we could have just happy, quit, go there, quit, go there, quit. Anyone can do that. That doesn't require any special talent. Of course, it's also a talent to be able to find a job after many times. Yeah. But I told them, given that you have this opportunity to really decide what is meaningful for yourself, then really find something meaningful. Don't end up after 20 years, still the same. I think just now a few of you wanted to chime in. I saw Marcel raising the hand.
Yeah, Shifu, when Shifu mentioned, is there people who get by but become successful? What about those who just born when their parents are rich?
Okay, so the first case, people who get by and then they just become successful. I don't know. I haven't heard of anyone. Yeah, have you heard of anyone who becomes successful just by getting by?
Yeah, if like they are born rich, they are like
so you let's split the two. The first case is not the rich one. The first case, without being rich, have you ever heard of anyone who becomes successful just by getting by? No, okay, so let's get that out of the way. So let's look at those who are so-called born rich. It's I was not born rich, at least not in this life, maybe past life. But I don't think people who are born rich will naturally be successful simply because they are born rich. Yeah. Simply just get by virtue of being born rich, then they are successful. Unless you are talking about being successful in terms of the number of zeros in the banks. Because when they are baby, they already have that much zero mark. But if that's how we define success, then okay. Yeah. But if they're going to amount to anything, to have anything attributed to them, they cannot just get by also. Yeah, they cannot just get by. Sure, we can say that, well, because of their wealth and their maybe family background, they may have some kind of a head start. But oftentimes, we are also looking at the successful examples. Because there are a lot of rich people throughout history, you know. You think of how many of those companies where eventually only one of the son or daughter take over the company. Why? Because all the other children cannot make it. They just get by. But we always look at the one son, one daughter who took over the father's conglomerate. And then we say, see, if only I'm born into that family, I tell you. But chances are, if you have the attitude thinking that just being in that position will get you somewhere, you'll be one of the other children who never made it. But who cares? There's never any story about the other children who never make it. So it's a misconception. In fact, I would say being in that position, I cannot fathom the kind of pressure they'll be in, you know. Because like in my case, the fact that I even entered university is a success already. Because my father didn't even made it to university. You know what I mean? I am not putting down my father. Yeah, I mean, I don't have to explain myself here, I think. Yeah, you know what I mean? Whereas if my father is like some PhD person, my mother is another PhD, then die I must do a PhD. Otherwise, even if I'm a honor student, and even if my father don't say anything, then I might feel like I'm such a failure. You know? So but I don't know. Because in this life I wasn't born with a silver spoon. just now, who else raised their hand just now? I saw at least one or two person. Anybody have any other thoughts about getting by? The last thing I want to talk about this is when you go to, let's say, go to work, do you need to care whether your boss is happy with you or not? In a way, yes, right? If your boss is happy with you, but then maybe it'll be a bit different. But what is the difference? Difference is maybe we think if our boss is happy with us, we apply leave easier to get it approved. Yeah, we propose certain projects, he will be reasonable. If he's happy with us, we think if he's happy with us, he'll be reasonable and he will approve where it needs to be approved. He will reject where it needs to be rejected. He will give us counsel, give us advice when needed. Whereas we feel that if our boss is not happy with us, he'll be unreasonable with us. Yeah, pick on our project. What like this? What like that? What like this? What like that? And then what is the impact? Do you still get paid at the end of the month? You still get paid, right? You accept that every day you go through the process of being grilled, but as long as your boss still pay you, is there any difference? Shifu, there's a difference. If I go there every day, I get work done and then I get paid versus I get grilled, and then because of that, I, not happy. Yeah, not happy is your reaction, not the boss undoing. As long as the boss still pay you, the company fulfill their part of the contract. Your part of contract is just turn up, do whatever needs to be done to your best ability. Yeah, just don't disappear, right? Try to produce something. That's all you need to do. That's what work is, right? But unfortunately, many times we get affected. Yeah, and maybe the boss is not even trying to. It's not even being affected by how the person, whether like or don't like you. Maybe the boss don't even have anything about you. There are so many, because you know that the boss have so many kakia. And then still have to deal with the boss. Yeah, who got time to kind of pick on that one person, right? Yeah. How about when you go to school? When you go to school, does it matter whether your teacher like you or not? Matters or not? The teacher on the whiteboard teaching. Today we're going to learn about simultaneous equation. Okay, what is simultaneous equation? Yeah. So we learn about two lines crisscrossing or a curve. Yeah, and then you cut and then okay. Then give you some examples. When they speak, does it matter whether they like you or not? Do they have ability to direct their voice only to those that they like, and those that they don't like, that the teachers don't like, the students cannot hear what they say? They have this ability? Actually, they don't have this ability. But this also happens. But this happens not because of the teacher, it happens because of the students. If the student don't like the teacher, or the student think that the teacher don't like them, and they have the stupid idea, oh, teacher don't like me, then teacher teach R, A, B, C, same thing going up. But the stupid student will, oh, don't know what he's teaching, don't know what she's teaching. So in the end, who suffer? Students suffer, the stupid student. How come this 师傅啊开口闭口 stupid? Don't you know that this is very harming to the self-esteem of the students, don't you know that this is very negative, full of negativity, this monk, call people stupid. I'll say this again. People who act in this way are stupid. There's no way to get around it. There's no way to mince your words. If a person chooses to act in a stupid way, you should be called stupid. I know that this is not a very popular choice of words, yeah. But if everybody try to be the good friend, when people act stupid, we still try to be nice to them. No lah, no. Yeah, how can the teacher? Yeah, how come the teacher don't like you? We are encouraging this person to be stupid. We are responsible for their stupidity also. That's karma. Don't think we are trying to be nice, what? That's karma. So all those good friends who try to help the stupid student, you think about it lah. In school, if you have a classmate who have this kind of stupid idea, what should you do as a classmate? You yourself don't feel any way about the teacher, or you yourself is a person who is matured, who is able to learn regardless of how you feel towards the teacher or how you think the teacher feels towards you. You are able to transcend it. So you have no problem. Then you meet this student, this classmate who is like that. Should you then encourage this student to feel the way they feel, regardless of whether whichever way is true or not true? Ask yourself, if you are now in school, O level, and your classmate say, I don't feel like studying. Why? You know, our teacher, I think he don't like me. How about the science teacher? I think she don't like me also. Then how? Maths teacher, you say don't like you. Science teacher also don't like you. Then English teacher also don't like me. So I think I better don't study. If you have a classmate who is like that, and you consider yourself to be a best friend, how should you counsel your friend? YOLO, how can the teacher be like that? If you say that, what do you think will happen to this friend of yours? Will your friend be more motivated to study or not study? At the end of the day, fail O level, whose responsibility is it? I tell you, you are partially responsible. In the end, immediately your friend will face the consequences, but you go scot-free. You pass with flying colors because you are able to transcend all this. Your poor friend either stay back or drop out. Then after that, you continue to be a good friend. It's okay lah. Actually, don't study here also okay one. Go out to work part-time or. But that is a good friend. That's why for many years I keep telling students, don't act on your emotions. I'm not saying you should not have emotions. You can have all the emotions you want. You want to be angry, can you want? That's your choice. Or you want to be unhappy, you go ahead. But don't act on it. Don't act on your emotions. Don't decide based on your emotions, how you feel. I don't say that I'm 100% able to do that, but I like to think that for the most part, I don't act on my emotions. If I act on my emotions, I tell you, many times I will not be able to turn up for class. Yeah. Most students, when they come for class like SGC, for so many years. Yeah. Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. How are you all today? Then everybody thought, but actually, many times a lot of things are happening. Yeah. Should I then act? No, of course not. Just as when you go to school, if your teacher, some teachers cannot manage their emotions. They come to school, today moody. Or then give you all the exercise, super difficult. Come solve the cubic equation. Teacher, we haven't learned cubic equation. So, cannot try out. right? Or some bosses are like that, you know, 看心情的, depend on the mood, right? And when bosses are like that, then we suffer, right? Yeah. And do you think such a boss is a good boss? Good as in a boss who is able to really function? No, right? Then we flip around and ask ourselves, how about ourselves? In particular, as a student, imagine now we are all back in O levels. How do you want to study? Based on whether you like the subject, whether you like the teacher, or whether the teacher like you, or better still, whether your classmate like you, or whether you like the classmate, whether you like the uniform. I've heard of people who don't like to go to school because the uniform is ugly. I'm like, are you stupid or what? Are you crazy? Not just stupid, crazy. Like, Shifu, you're someone who can just shave off your head, who don't care about how you look. You don't wash your face or something like that. Yeah, then if you care so much, you cannot get anything done. But I digress. Yeah. Ultimately, it's our own choice. Huh? Yeah. But I can tell you, in every level, in whatever area, if you want to get anything, if you want to be selfish, if you want to be self-centered, you still need to overcome your preferences. Because if you really want to be truly selfish, then you have some goal you want. You need to put aside all these stupid thoughts. Then you can get your goal. Much more, if you say you are a Buddhist, you want to practice the Dharma, then all the more you need to overcome this. Amen. 愿消三障诸烦恼，
愿消三障诸烦恼，
愿得智慧真明了，
愿得智慧真明了，
普愿罪障悉消除，
普愿罪障悉消除，
世世常行菩萨道。
世世常行菩萨道。
阿弥陀佛。And just one more thing. For that matter, you think about it. Even if the teacher do pick on the student, you think about it. If you go to a Zhou Hua Jian or whoever concert, and Zhou Hua Jian look at you and talk to you, among the thousands of fans who are attending, pick on you. Hey, you're getting your money's worth, you know. Like let's say you go for a concert and Zhou Hua Jian say, hey, why you wear this? You'll be like, wow, Zhou Hua Jian saw me. Wow, look at this. Wow, must continue wearing this, no matter how ugly it is. Right? Till we meet again, may be guarded and protected by the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And as always,
乖乖。Thank you, 师父。
take care, stay safe. Have a non-stupid day ahead.
谢谢师傅。
谢谢师傅。
Bye bye.
Thank you, 师父。拜拜。拜拜。
Bye bye.